So we'll see if we made a mistake with that. But we definitely can make up some time to get to the valley going this way. This morning we're at Bernheim Forest. We're doing a little prep hike for our Mount Leconte hike that we're going to do. We're going to be taking a new trail here. I'm not actually that sure of the name right now, but I'll give it to you here in a little bit. It's a new trail they've had out here for about a year and a half. And we're just sitting here taking a few potty breaks before we go. And we've got to go back down to the trailhead, which is actually at the top of the Millennium Trail, which is where it starts. I'm going to put out a cache right here in the back of the car here. The big old prop used for this cache, and then an ammo box. So, like I said before, this it's the Elm Lick Trail that we're going to take today. This actually starts at the Millennium Trail starting point, which is this road that goes down here in the parking lot. So you basically walk this road down past the Millennium Trail, and then off to the left, this should be the trailhead. Today I'm taking my normal pack. I'm going to get into a video where it shows what's in my pack. I'm kind of loaded, kind of heavy, because I'm getting used to going from Mount Leconte. So I'll go through what I have in this. It's mainly a geocaching setup. I've got 2 things of water. And what I'm going to do is one of the water, I have my new water for purification system, which is basically a filter that you filter water. I'm going to try that out on this trip just to see how it works. Okay, after taking this road for a lot further than I thought, probably, I don't know, maybe a quarter mile, but it seems like it's a little ways. And you get to this trailhead on the left, Elm Lick Trail. This is a new trail, and we'll basically show you what we're going to do here. We're going to, like I say, we parked down here, and we made our way down this road, and then we have the trailhead here now. The trail goes up, and it turns into a loop at this point, and it goes. We're going to take the left loop, which actually takes the ridge lines for the most of the way, and then it finally drops down into the valley. You stay in the valley for a little while, you gradually work your way back up and around, and then you finally come back out of the valley again. So this was going to be a hard downhill and a little bit easier uphill, but same distance. We could do it the other direction, and then you have a big uphill at the end. So this is a 5-mile trail, and we'll see you on the trail. So far, this trail's been pretty well worn down. There's a few stops because it's a new trail. It's not real wide, and at the branch off, this is where it becomes a loop. At this clearing here, it splits, and like I say, we're taking this left split here, and we'll be coming back this right split. So here's where we pick up the triangles, and if you're going and you see a rectangle, you've gone the wrong way, going this way. Well, I'm not sure if I made a mistake or not, but I know going in this left branch is all this road bed. Really nice hiking. I mean, you can really make up some time on this area. Kind of wish I had gone counterclockwise and saved this easy part for last. As it is, we're going to do the easy part first, and then do the rougher trail when we're good and tired. So we'll see if we made a mistake with that, but we definitely can make up some time to get to the valley going this way. Kind of neat. Not only got the trail marked with the triangle, got these little Elm Lick trail signs here, kind of neat. A lot of switchbacks on this downhill. Okay, we're at the bottom of the hill, at the first big hill, down the creek bed. I'd hoped to try out my water filter, but as you can see, there's no water in the stream. So I might have to try that somewhere else. Anyway, you can see down this trail here. It came from up that way. And the stream runs this way, and I believe we're going to be heading, kind of following the stream up this way. Then we get to another little knob, then we'll kind of go up that hill, run up there for a while, and then we'll finally come back on the stream again to head back up for the final part. So I think we're almost at a 2-mile mark now. It's not every day you run into a silo in the woods, but here's one from an old farm. I guess it used to be back here. Just jumped in there. I think there's some frogs in there. Well, we left the stream bed and we're going uphill now. So this is one of our uphills. I think the way that it describes, we're going to go uphill, kind of stay on a mid-range for a little while, and then do some more uphill, maybe go down at one point, and then eventually go back up to where we started. We're over halfway into it. We're not sure, GPS doesn't seem to be marking it properly according to their signage. Their signage says we've got about 2.7 miles so far. You'll see our trip odometer. It says we've gone 3.5 miles, but I think that's reading almost a mile too much. So, and temperature out here is 74 degrees. I have a Tempe probe on my back of my pack. So it's getting a little warmer now. Total time on the trail, 2:18. Well, after climbing up the hill, that's a pretty big long hill. We were down this valley right here, and we originally walked this road right down this ridge, down the bottom. We came up along the bottom of the creek. Now we've had to come out of the creek bed. Hey, like I say, we were on this same ridge line, and right here is where it tells you to make the turn. Okay, we decided not to take the shortcut on the fire break road, so this is a point where it kind of goes back down in the forest. And we'll end up losing some altitude and then have to gain it back at the end, but this way you stay on the regular trail. Something I use, I'm running out of stuff, is Energy C. Emergency, okay, whatever. Anyway, this stuff. You put it in a bottle of water, in which case kind of nasty, or you put some propellant in it or some sweetener, it tastes a little better, but it definitely gives you a boost. We're here taking a break. And at the very bottom of this one ravine, kind of got a little bit cool. It was 80 up at the top of the ridge. I'm gonna have me a Nature Valley Trail bar. We've got a slanted seat here, which it's okay, but not as comfy as I'd like, but make do. Okay, on the back for the last uphill, we hope. We're just now starting. We're down here having our little snack. Yeah. heading up the hill. Trail seems to get quite a few people on it. We've had 2 groups pass us going the same direction as us. Had several, I think 1 or 2 coming back this way. Okay, we came up the last hill, and we're coming up here, and right up here is where the junction is, where we split up and went the other way. This hill wasn't too bad. I think our worst section was going downhill in that section just before that last valley. And right here is the junction where we started with that nice hike on the flat road. Well, there it is. That's the end of the trail. Right back where we started. Here's the trailhead. And according to this, 4 miles, but if you look at my GPS, you'll see that they don't always get the same numbers. Got us at 6.4 miles, 6.04. Quite a bit warmer, 82 degrees. So, total time 4:07. 4 hours. We knew it was going to take a little while. Set up to 4 hours. And that's what we took. Stop time, 1 hour and 35 minutes. Moving time 2:32. I need to set a new setting on here for average speed. I'd like to keep track of that. So we'll have to work on that. Alright, that's about it. Now, like I said, we got to take this road back up to the car. Not too much further, just over that next hill over there. Well, good little hike, and I think it worked out good for us for getting ready for the Smokies. It's definitely going to be harder to do the Smokies, but it definitely gave us an idea of what we're looking to get into. I think Sue got a good workout too, and we got to try out some stuff. I do know these shoes are going to work for me. They haven't had any problems with them at all. I had a little heel problem, and Sue's been trying double sticks. She's not sure if she's going to use 2 sticks or not, but at least she got a chance to try it out. So